Hi everyone guys, welcome to the Bida Foundation online platform. And we're here in our mental practice with our guest Sam Gallagher-Pelletier, and today we will have a topic about different fencing styles. So Sam, first of all, hi, how is it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Also good, thank you so much. So basically, first of all, one small question, your experience of the fencing. Could you please tell us your small story?
Small story. So I started in Canada, and then I went through, honestly, almost all the provinces. I started in Ontario, I went to Quebec, then I went to British Columbia, and I traveled a lot. After this, I did a large part of my training in China. I lived in China for 3 years. I won a Chinese national competition in 2011. Then after that, I moved back to Canada, and then I trained to be on a national team. 10 American medals, maybe top 50 in the world at one point. And here I am now, I'm starting my coaching journey.
So that's why I asked you about it, because you was in China, you started your career in Canada, continue your national career in Canada too. So you was anywhere in the world and you know fencing, right?
I love it.
Exactly, you love it so much. That's why we're here and talking, right? So it's mean that you know perfect and you see the different fencing styles, right? So all of them are different, and I want to ask you about maybe you have some gradation or different of the fencing styles, or some so close to each other, kind of like this. What just answer. What do you think about it, basically?
About different styles?
Yes.
So all over the world, you can kind of see the influence, right? Even now today, you can see like Japan is like a hybrid.
Exactly.
Right? They became, because they have a Ukrainian coach, but like very like Asian fundamentals, like very strong. So you can see the discipline. So I think it's always interesting. And then China for a while, like they became very strong on the legs. It was lots of fundamentals, and now slowly China is becoming more blade fencing again.
Exactly.
But you could see that even before a while, it was lots of distance because Aubry was coaching. So it's very interesting what a powerful coach can do to change the style. And then obviously for me, like there's Russian style, which is very interesting. For me, that was the hardest style to deal with. I never fenced you in a competition, but I think I 0-5 against Anokin.
We don't know.
But
Was
perhaps
Anokin
yeah. But yeah, there's always different styles that give you more trouble, and I think that's the fun because you got to find your way to fence around it. And obviously there's Italian style, which they take your attention, right? No matter what, like please look here. If you look, it's too late. And then after that, we have maybe like the French style, lots of leg, but lots of precision. Right? You find a moment, you go. There's no room for hesitation. And then the USA is so interesting because depending where you go,
you say it really looks like
it's
really
a hybrid, like
all of the world hybrid in the one country.
It's very interesting, right? Even our club now we have we have Russian style, we have an Italian style, and then we have French style as well. So it's I think it's probably some of the most interesting shift, especially because we have each other, we get to talk about it like this.
Sure.
And that's the interesting part because at the end of the day, all fencing is good fencing.
Sure. I just want to tell how I'm looking it, because I did so long kind of work with it and so make some kind of topic really when I was in Russia, when I was in university, about different styles, because for me what was very interesting. So when I was start my career, when I was like 16, 17 years old, my first coach gave me his textbook of the fencing, and there was kind of like interesting topic about fencing styles of it looks not about growing about country, it's working with your fencing own style. And so for example, someone we can find very fast fencer who like attack so much, someone attacks and find the moment to attack, but mostly like attacks. Someone like defense more, and someone very close in defense. Yeah, with 1, 2, 3, 4 gradation. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 gradation, it's also working I saw that it's working in all of the bouts. So it's very interesting that I can see. And here I also create the gradation where you can understand what to do and who likes much more. How do you think fencer who every time make attack, who like to every time to make attack, what is his kind of points? How you can understand that this is this fencer? Of course, you see that it's attack so much, but what's the different ways that you can understand that it's specific for him?
Generally, like as soon as you say here, allez, this guy steps forward.
Exactly.
Right
very
away.
Good, very good.
I'm ready. Right away, you feel the energy. And then like, I know that, let's say for example, if I take a step forward, they go forward again.
Sure.
I'm in trouble. And then after that, I need to see if I show the blade, do they want the blade? Do they want my, like, you need to show something. And then after, if I take one step back, they take 2 forward. Oh, now I'm in trouble. Exactly. Or I need to be, like, right away, I just lost 2 meters preparing.
Exactly.
Now I need to, now is my time to shine.
Exactly. They close really very, what you told very good, very good sentences about it, that they do immediately step forward. It's very good thing. And also how I saw that, this step forward is for nothing. So they're not ready.
Yeah.
They do it automatically. So pre-ale.
I'm forward.
Yes. They don't think about what will be second next. Is a good reason in this moment for all the fencers who fence with guys like this who every time like to attack and do the step forward on the pre-ale. This step forward is for nothing. You can do your attack on this step forward, on this preparation, and basically you will touch because
when I see that, my go-to is I'm gonna run and I'm gonna duck. I will go under you. If it's 14-14, 100% you will flesh. I will run, I will go under for sure. For sure. that's my plan. If someone likes to attack, I have my plan already.
To see.
Yeah.
Basically, also I want to ask a question, like because I never use this this section to sit. I do like a French Greek guy who like it so much. You use it so often in the bouts.
For me, no. I like to. It's because for me, maybe I'm not as athletic. Like you see Canon, he moves a lot. He can do it 100 times.
And he
will be okay.
He make a lot of deep sitting in the
and he'll do the hand.
Yes,
like for me, this is too hard.
Also because he is not so
He's
tall.
short, yeah.
Yeah, and this part of the hand opens so every
and it's
time.
safe. Even if he goes under, he's gonna go out. It's okay.
Yes.
For me, it's kind of rock paper scissors. I choose a moment, I take. If it's wrong, no problem. Now I know. But it depends. You need to feel your opponent. If I don't feel this, you can't do it.
For example, what you fence in the bout, yes, and you fence with opponent, and how you prepare it. You thinking that the opponent will do a flash attack right now? That you will see. Or not.
Yeah. So like, let's say when you do the step forward during the bout, I will. If I see this, now I put it in my pocket for later.
Even I will not go.
Even if you don't go, I can. You can
just sit and
you can see someone they almost can't control.
Yes.
So maybe next time during the bout, I'll just put my blade. Maybe if he looks for the blade, now I know for sure I can do one time.
So okay, with this I think there is very good information about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, how do you think about next part of the guys who like it's my lovely style when you find the moment for attack. So you not attack all the time. You can be variety. You can start to go a little bit back retreat. You also use a defense part, but mostly you like attack part. How do you think about this style?
So this is the hardest because there's purpose. It's not you're not a robot, right? You're moving. So at this point, I need to make sure you're following. Are you following me? If you're going forward and then I take a step back because you go forward, I'm in trouble. But if I can take a step back and you're the one following, okay. So you need to change the distance, never let you become comfortable. That's number one. And then after, like, will you look for my blade? Why are you looking for my blade? Is it your preparation? Is it mine, right? So for me, the big difference that a lot of French grips don't understand is this guy is looking for my blade because I let him, or please look for my blade. Now it's my disengage, my priority.
You in your fencing, you like to give the blades to the opponent. That opponent will start to to find it, to where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was young, like, I was so afraid of people who look for my blade, so I would hide it. But then I realized this was just like
It's a
band-aid.
it's a classical French
Yeah.
French grip, scared and afraid about when the
Yeah.
French grip starts. Of course, pistol grip every time legs would beat.
Exactly. And then if I'm hiding it, I'm just putting like a band-aid. It's a short fix. But then after that, I can hide, I can show. I can hide, I can show. So I can control when you look for my blade. If I can do that, of course, sometimes you don't have a choice. Okay, then maybe the next one I can disengage. Next time I can force you to look for my blade. At first it's scary, of course. Like I lost my weapon so many times, but eventually you will be strong enough. But you have to be brave at practice. Like, yeah.
We forgot to tell about first style. How do you think can you tell me some names who like attack every time so much? Just the names of the top fencers.
Borel, he will attack usually.
Yes.
Well, now not so much. Maybe 4 years ago he would always attack like crazy.
Yeah. In the juniors,
He was crazy.
It was so crazy. Yeah.
Canon likes to attack a lot, but even now with who likes to attack? Not even the Japanese, not so much. Let me think. Right now, attacking is very hard, and there's not a lot of attackers.
Exactly.
But like even before, like old school, like Fabrice Janet would attack a lot, or at least like you could feel his fencing. He was not looking for a defensive moment. He was looking for your moment to attack.
I like this style of Janet because it's
beautiful.
It's a style of like you creative fencing.
Yeah.
You create.
Always creating.
You not wait.
Yeah.
Do not wait.
Not
the reaction.
passive.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I like so much. My example is like, how do you think Paulo Pizza?
Yeah, because that's very more creative. But yeah, but again, it's not even creating.
Yes.
When you fence him, it's not like he's fence you, no matter what.
Yeah.
You
no matter in front of who is in front of Paulo Pizza. Yes, you will.
You are fencing Paulo Pizza. Good luck.
Okay. So perfect with this with Shurdan and with basically examples with the second style, like who like find the moment for attack. It's okay. It's so many fences, but so like very close.
I think a guy like when Minobe was very good.
Yeah.
You could feel every time you take a step, you feel pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe he will attack, but of course he's looking more for a counter. But I could feel like when I was fencing him, like every step I take, I'm in danger. Very hard to fence. Otherwise, like Canon was kind of like that. He's looking for a moment all the time. Lots of good French grip the better French grip fencers fence like this. I would even say the El Sayed. He's looking for a moment, a bit more less conventional, but also very creative. I think who else is there was a Chinese Lan Minghao. That guy is always looking for attack. The only thing is
and on the French grip.
Another French grip, yeah. You can tell what I watch more of.
Even because there is also with our students, there is kind of, I don't know why, this kind of thought that if you have a French grip, you need to be in defense.
I think that's coward.
Really? Why? Because you will just make all the time counterattacks? Of course, I think, no, you need to do something.
You need to create. Never sit.
Maybe
never
with the French
down.
grip much more. And I think it was French grip much more. And your legs need to work really much more. Than
much more, all the time.
Yeah.
I think, who else? Maybe the new school. Sam Imrek is also looking for his moment.
Yes.
But if you can, but the thing is, when you have this style, you need confidence. If you lose confidence, it goes down really fast.
What I'm every time goes to this kind of troubles when I don't feel the confidence, when I don't feel my fencing, because it's my style. I immediately receive the touches and my confidence more go down. It's very hard to come back to this.
Like this was your style. You're looking a lot for attack.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Like even if you show the blade, I know that at one point, it can come.
I like also
so if I fall in your trap, it's too late. Sukhov was kind of like that.
Sukhov also like
very
that,
much like that.
Sukhov it's more closer to all the time attacks.
Yeah.
He's feeling so much himself. He'd like to fence in this use so much attacks in this moment, so more than me. Okay, third one, defense part. Defense and find the moment. So with the guys who basically fence on their fencing line start when you start the fence, and they basically wait the moment. So they do counterattacks on the step forward, they do the attack on the preparation, but mainly it's defense.
Yeah, I think Yamada is very defensive, but not not because he's scared of attacking. Just I think he's so comfortable doing that. It's incredible. I wish I could be so comfortable. Just like his footwork is kind of slow, but when he chooses a moment, but like he's so comfortable just existing. For me, that's like I can't stand like that and just wait for you. The confidence is crazy to me. But I respect it. Obviously, respect the guy is very good. There's some French guy like Kano is kind of like that also, but I'm very afraid of his flesh too. So he's in the middle.
Mostly he like more attacks,
Yeah.
I think, than defense. Yamada is correct, exactly. Also.
Who else? I watch a lot of offensive. Like I thought, Kolobkov was very comfortable in his defense, but his flesh was coming too.
We can do Kolobkov 1, 2,
But
3,
like
4,
Kolobkov would be
all of the styles. Yes,
Kolobkov fence how Kolobkov wants to
maneuvering
fence.
in all the styles. It's impossible to understand his fencing.
Probably the best fencer ever, easily. Oh, Nikishin is very defensive.
It's much more defensive. It's the next style.
Oh, extra defensive. Yeah,
It's,
too defensive.
It's the all the time defense. It's my example, Nikishin, exactly. What for this style for defense, but I want to tell that Koch.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Hungarian, yeah.
Hungarian fencing is about this.
Redley,
Boschko, exactly. So Hungarian style is so close for this
generally
defensive and fine and very. Did you remember this situation when Hungarian guys lead the score? It's very hard to find. It's impossible.
It's insane.
But when you lead little bit, 99% you will win the bout.
When I was fencing Seklosi, I still lost in the end. But when he went to 7-6, I lost my face. How can I get the next one? Oh my God, I was in so much trouble. Thankfully, I was able to come back to a tie, but in that moment, I was like, uh-oh, this is not in my plan. I don't have a plan if I'm losing.
I think Siklosi is one Hungarian who little bit going to attack.
He likes to flesh. He beat me on the flesh.
To attacks. Also Imre.
Yeah,
the same.
Very different.
Like more to do attacks. Okay, I think with this, how do you think even we're done with this kind of?
Yeah, I think especially now, like pure defense doesn't exist as much anymore because passivity.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Because
yes,
passivity,
yes.
right? You can't just wait.
You need to create attacks with these new rules.
I kind of like the new rule because it forces.
It forces to do.
You must do.
It forces to do. Even more than before, you remember this when there was old rules. And passivity, and I like one thing there because even you will fence and 1 minute of passivity, they skip the 3 minutes.
Whole period,
very fast. So up, and what I liked in the old rules before is long priority.
Yeah.
Full 1 minute, and even to score 7-5, for example, long priority. And priority mine, for example.
I need to run at you.
No, 7-5. So I need to touch to you 2 times. And I saw so many times when one of the opponent touched in the last 1 second. And for example, 7-7. And my priority in 1 second.
I saw
it was so interesting.
Challenge Bernadette like 2000. It was Kolobkov. So in like one of my first World Cup, Kolobkov won against Stefan. It was like in the last 20 seconds.
You saw this bout.
This was my first World Cup in my life.
You saw this bout in the live?
Live. And Kolobkov was losing, I think 3 points or something like 10 seconds.
I saw
and it was incredible. No one could believe it, and it was beautiful. This was my first World Cup in my life. I could see that.
Saw this. That's my first. Also, my first cup in my life was in Tallinn.
Estonia.
And final bout was Hernandez. You remember this? Venezuela. Fernandez.
And Max Heinzer.
And Max Heinzer.
And Max Heinzer was
14-6. And Heinzer start to fence. It's my first
incredible
World Cup. So okay, and we can find the last one style, like full defensive. What full defensive part? Also, like we can see that full attack and full defense. There are very small examples, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it's find the moments in attack and find the moment in defense. Our full defense part. Nikishin.
That's, for me, that's one of the almost only examples for full defense, I feel. Because he would not attack unless, like, he must.
It's what my coach told for me. This, for example, these fencers never do attack to the body.
No.
Never. Even it doesn't matter what you will put your hand behind your back.
They'll go for the
they
foot.
will not go to your chest. They will go to the foot or to the short target. They will never go to the body because they studying like this only. So they attack to the hand, short attack to the hand, and after that they wait when the opponent will go to make a parry or counter attack.
It's I guess, who else? Honestly, in my mind, I can only think Nikishin fence this
Me
much
too.
defensive.
Me too.
But I think like before that, maybe back in the day, but even there, like with the old passivity, you could just wait. The new passivity rule, this for him, he had high ranking. This style can work, but I'm not like he's still very good. I'm sure if you tell him do pools again, he can do it.
Sure.
But if he doesn't get the first point, much more difficult for him in general.
Exactly. So these new rules really destroyed this last
The full
last
defensive,
style.
yeah, it's very hard to do that now.
And it starts to be much more interesting for fencing because right now, fencing to fence.
Yeah, well, I would say even when you said earlier, like when I started fencing, I was doing French grip, I would go to the back. And then I don't get the first point, okay. Have a nice time. So I feel like it forces you to learn fencing. You have to, you have to create. And I think that's the most important thing with fencing now. You have to know how to create, otherwise one day you'll ask yourself, why do I stop winning?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. All right, so what this kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 styles. It's basically how you can see the styles. I cannot find something else like another one style. So all of them is closer to this part. So attack, working with a fast time attacking. Find the moment, little bit variability. Defense part also a little bit variability in the defense, and full defense right now it's going to die because new rule.
Impossible, yeah.
Also we have a new thing. It's about different fencing styles of schools of countries.
Yeah.
What I prefer to separate, it's like French.
Yeah.
How do you think? What really French school? Yes. What if you will see guy? And he will fence, yes? It will be, you will see.
Yeah, you know the style, yeah.
It's a French. It's a French guy. Then Italian. Much more Italian, you can see. But I separate Italian for 2 groups, North and South.
Okay. So
North Italian, it's like Andrea Santarelli.
Okay, yeah.
More open, more legs,
more legs, yeah.
Interesting playing. South like Fichera.
Very.
Yeah, legs.
A bit slower.
Less the legs. Yes, more working with the hands. More take a blade, and all the time moving with the circles. Yeah. Take. But amazing in pairs. In Paris.
Amazing pairs.
Amazing in Paris. And amazing with the counter attacks. How with these legs he find the moment to touch, I don't know really. And also there was one moment in my World Cup when I lead with him 4-1 after first period. I lost 15, 10. Doesn't matter. But after that, my team spirits guys asked me, how you can lost him if you lead the score.
That's hard, yeah. And I like this style for me is incredible because it's the way they collect information, and then all of a sudden it's like AI.
Yeah.
Like they look when they find the pattern, back, it's done.
Yeah, it's like really automatical machine fencing. So what Italian, 2 different styles. French, basically, that's why I'm not separate the French, because it's, in my opinion, also, you can see the back foot.
Yeah.
Back foot all the time on the toes.
Yeah.
With the French, and French move every time so much. Even you have a French grip or pistol grip, the same, and all the time every time like to skip the blade connection.
Yeah.
You go, they take you, they go, you take a parry, they skip. You go, they take out one pair,
Skip.
they
Always
skip.
skip.
Every time skip. Yes, they don't like really what kind of blade.
Yeah,
Movement. Opposite with Italian, by the way. Italian opposite like with this connection. Hungarian.
This is the one.
Style number 3. That's I separated. So Hungarian, I think also one style. I don't separate it in two. It can be little variety of the coaches, I think, but mainly it's the same. So they move by the steps. It's the first.
Yeah.
I didn't remember any Hungarian fencer who moved by the bouncing. Only Siklosi, little bit, but basically it's the steps.
And then what I also noticed, a lot of Hungarians, they fence arm out.
Yes.
Like Koch is very extreme, but even General Bochko was very out. Redley was also extreme.
Yes, and they sort of like to make a
very strong
flicks touch to the hand, and it's like 100% touch will
just
be.
never miss.
Never
miss. And what's so interesting with that is like there's 2 levels. You go from the hand, okay, now I have level 2. Good luck.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure this is okay. Good for you. You need to find both levels. This was hard for me, but it's fun. It's even though they're defense, they play, so it's not boring.
Exactly. That is also it's so really boring how you told, and not so interesting to fence with them when you in attack and they're in defense.
Good luck.
Yeah, and it's really very easy, and I like that so much to fence with them in my defense part. So what I really prefer and I like it. This bout I like with the fence with Redley, like that. I like that so much. And what Redley fencing is exactly this. He really stay in place.
Very much.
Stayed in place. So not move. I would really freeze his legs, his foot on the floor, and just with the hand. Yes. Well, European Championship.
Yeah, in Sheffield or something like that. Yeah.
So
amazing.
Even what my philosophy of this, so doesn't matter what kind of style you have, how you touch, what are you doing by the technique. If you won by this style, the competition like European Championship or World Championship, this can be live.
Yeah, and I think it goes to show like you need to make fencing your fencing.
Sure.
All the time. Like no matter how much I watch you, I can't fence like you. I need to make my fencing.
Copy every time worse than the original.
Yeah. Like inspire, but don't copy.
Sure. Fourth one, it's a old Soviet Union style.
Old style.
Why I put Soviet Union? Because before was Soviet Union school, and even so close to each other. But I know better this kind of school and this kind of style. And they are different by these countries around. So Russian, by the way, Kazan school is different than Moscow school.
I believe that.
And as I know, really, they're really different. Also, Estonian, different school. And Estonian had a very good coaches.
Estonia is strong.
Have a very good coaches, and before they were so strong, they have very good coaches. Nikolai Novosolov, not one example. There was so much more, really. Then Ukrainian, specific.
Yeah.
But basically, they are always the same. From the one,
they start somewhere and then they create.
For one. Yes. After that, they spread out for all of the country. Kazakhstan is also so close to Russian style. Mainly, it's a movement by the legs, moving with the blade, and it's like a little bit going to foil.
Almost,
fencing.
Kurbanov is a good example.
Second intention. Yeah. Second intention. Fake by the chest. Yeah, fake by the check 6. It's his
amazing.
Even was 1 year when I fenced with Kurbanov so much times, and I know perfect that I can close my eyes, beat 8, he will do 6. I will do beat 8, he will do 6, disengage lunge, sure I will touch. But I did it so many times, and in Doha Grand Prix, I did it. I started to feel by myself not so well in the bout.
Yeah.
There was like 4-1, 4-2. He lead the score, and I go like, okay, I know that it's working. Beat 2, beat 8 starts to go, parry 40 poster. He changed it, looking to my coach, to Alexander, what I can do? Fans? Well, of course, he's not a stupid guy, he will change it in his life. So yeah, and right now we're going to United States and Canada, and this region is, in my opinion, it's like new one for styles because it's new world and old world. So new world fencing styles, all of them are so different. Here is Italian. We have like in our club, we have Canadian, Russian, Italian, French. Who else?
French, Italian, Russian. That's it for now. Yeah.
No matter. It's also 4 styles in one club. So and it's this situation is not only in one club. It's in all of the clubs basically. How do you think? It's good or not?
I think it's good, but everyone needs to get along. You need to understand maybe the style. Like you need to know yourself, and you need to know your students very well. So example, like in Canada specifically, like Toronto, lots of Chinese coaches, Korean coaches, very disciplined style. The girls very, very careful. And then you go to Vancouver, Ganstevich, Was was there at the time, Russian and French style. And then if you go to, and then all across the US, depends where you are. You go to our club, you can you can choose.
You will exactly find the different styles.
If you go to New York, likely Russian style. But I believe depends, or like Notre Dame has a French code. It depends where you go, where you start, but depending how you want to fence in the US or Canada, you have a chance to find a style that works for you.
For example, you don't know how the fencing styles and you don't know how to fence, how you want to fence. What do you need to do?
So, people now are really lucky. We have YouTube. When I was young, starting fencing, at the time, Canada was strong, but not so strong. But I speak French, so I would look videos, and I was like, okay, right now, you look top fencers, Kolakov, Genet. I don't speak Russian. I don't think I can understand anything. I speak French. So I go online, French forums. I order videos of people. We don't have YouTube, so I order videos, DVDs of French fencing. And I listen to the coaching, I watch. That inspired me. And then I'm French gripped. Oh, Fabrice Genet, perfect. This is my inspiration. So watch fencing, enjoy.
Sure.
You like a touch? I saw a toe touch, I'm like, I love this. And then you saw a junk, I love that. Tuck, tuck, tuck. I need to practice a million times so I can be like this. Watch fencing, find what you like. If you don't enjoy what you do, why are you doing it, right? So find the touch you like, be inspired, and keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's very good advices. So, and I forgot to tell about Asian styles, Japan and Chinese and Korean too, of course. This free part is the main styles and they are different, by the way.
Very different. It's crazy.
But they are Asian and so close to each other. Yeah, even like in Russian style, Hungarian style, a little bit close to each other. Yeah. It's much more closer than Korean, Chinese, and Japan.
Very different. I think
all of I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
All of them is the same, but how you told about Asian style is
discipline.
Discipline. Yes, exactly.
That's the only similar thing.
Three of them
they will work harder.
All of them are disciplined. They're so disciplined guys with very cold and smart mind. It's the first and I think maybe the last thing that is the same, right? Our different.
Yeah, so different styles. I was fortunate enough to train in China, so I have first-hand experience. Those are some of the hardest lessons of my life.
It's really amazing experience.
Incredible. But first, different styles. At that time, Japan was not good yet. This was 2008 or so.
Because
Gorbachev was not there yet. Minobe was fencing, but
Minobe fencing in French in this moment.
Yeah, he would make 64s once in a while. That was it. There was another guy, Sakamoto. He was okay, but still.
I remember him. Yeah, he's so good. He
was good. It was incredible. For what little resource they had, they became good. They want to be good.
Yeah.
But then at this time, Yuki Ota was rising up in foil, so that gave Japan a lot of. Anyway, that's a whole other topic. So if you watch Korean lessons, very technical. You work. Same thing. Chinese lessons, you work. So Japanese lessons is basically Gorbachev lesson, but they always work harder than you no matter what. That's incredible. Go ahead.
Sorry. It's so interesting that this style of Asian style of controlling of the very cold mind is meet the style of Russian Ukrainian style of fencing. because it's style of like a foil variability when you provoke. You can, if you will, even you will, I know this style very much because I'm fence like that. If you will provoke a little bit more than regularly, you will receive.
You'll hit.
Sure.
For sure.
And it's very hard to fence like that with the mind of Korean, Japan, and China.
Very hard. I think Kano is, for me, is one of my hardest opponents. Every time I fence him, I'm like, it's almost human. You fenced him a few times. When fencing him, you make one mistake, it's trouble. He's there.
If you will do one mistake, sure he will touch.
For sure.
With these thoughts, fence very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard, because you understand that you cannot do any kind of mistakes. How I fenced, I just tell about this, I think. And so when I started to fence with Aishan all the time, I think about that. You need to be more unpredictable, more unvisible, and more relaxable than before. Forgot about mistakes. Don't worry about it. Just do and enjoy.
Yeah, make your plan.
Moment. And this also sometimes I change my plan, even by the bout. Sometimes I do something that I don't know about it before, because I understand that they think it logically. I need to think it unlogically. Then they cannot prepare for my action, and that was helped me so much.
Yeah, that's a good story. Like when I was in China, I was in a competition, and then the best coaching advice I got was from 10 years old. So I was losing 7-0. And then this time, my mind, if I'm losing, I must work harder. Good luck. Working harder than Chinese, impossible. And then I was alone, but my students were watching and said, why you don't touch? I'm like, what? He's like, you don't want to touch? I was like, okay. I'll relax, I'll go touch. And then I just do what I want. I won 15-9 by just being me.
Being you, exactly.
Just don't move more, like go do your action, you will find the touch. And at 7-7, I saw like, he lost his heart, it's over. I win.
That is why we're talking about this, and all of my students, also I think you too do it. Doesn't matter how technique you have, doesn't matter what kind of style you have, doesn't matter what kind of time of practice you have, how many lessons or classes, or what's your level. If you will not do your own self, if you're not doing by your own self and enjoy it by your own, it's impossible to be
comfortable.
One to the best. You will be uncomfortable, really. You will feel that it's not or it's not. You don't want to do it, something like that.
It's not fun. It's
it must be really fun. Sure. Exactly. When my results starts growing up, only after the moment when I understand that it's fun for me. That I want to play. It's not a job. It's a play. But after that, it starts to be for me good. All right. I think
we have good stuff.
I think we have good stuff. Exactly. Thank you so much, Sam, for today.
You.
So we can go to continue to walking around Santa Cruz. Let's go.
Let's go.